Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It is January the 13th at approximately 1:59, say 2 o'clock Central Standard Time. Just wanted to spend a little time out here today. Hadn't been out here because the other day I started a dialogue on betrayal, and since then I've had a couple of things that have actually feed into this particular discussion. The first one is of course that right after New Year's I got a cold or something. I don't know what it is, but soon as I thought that I was better, I posted that I began the discussion on betrayal. And no sooner than I did that, then I ended up having a relapse. My body betrayed me because as a younger man, this is the kind of stuff that normally got over in a couple of days, and it went its way and I went mine. The second thing that happened, and the one is probably it is just one of those things, is that my hot water heater went out day before yesterday. So it's betrayed me as well, because it's meant that as I'm awaiting the homeowner warranty repair, which seems to be forever in coming, I've had to boil water on the pot, and I've actually had to use that water to take a bath with. So there's been some betrayal there. Betrayal, and using both of those examples, is that there is an expectation or a sense of expectation about some things that are going to happen and some results and outcomes, and it is that something, someone, something, some way, somehow takes those results that you are looking for and completely flips them so that nothing seems to be working in your favor. I say it that way because of the fact that you need to understand that sometimes we have expectations, and those expectations, our minds are going one way, our thoughts are going one way, and yet something else happens that takes and flips whatever it is that we're looking at upside down. It completely changes our way of thinking. Our thoughts betray us in that particular instance. The reason why I brought up betrayal, though, is because of the fact that I need people to understand, and I need you to understand that the Bible says that, or the Bible intimates that Jesus suffered in every way as we did, except without sin. And ultimately, we have to look at the fact that, and starting from going from this point backwards, starting here, we have to understand, as I said before, my friend Bishop John A. Barton Sr. preaches a sermon called The Necessity of Judas. And the thing about it is that when you really think about that particular point of it, Jesus suffered through that betrayal. And we need you to understand that if Judas had have shown up at Calvary while Jesus was hanging on the cross, don't you know that he would have forgiven him? Because you need to understand that without the betrayal of Thursday night, there is no Friday on Calvary, and there is no Easter morning. So you need to understand that sometimes those things, the things that happen, are necessary for our growth, necessary for our enlightenment, and necessary for us to get to where it is that God would have us to go. Sometimes betrayal takes the shape and the place of what it is that's going on in our lives, because sometimes we think higher of ourselves than we ought to. And so what ends up happening is that when we put ourselves in situations where other people have an opportunity to speak something into our life that is completely different than what it is that we believe about ourselves, and the betrayal coming from someone who is close to us. See, the thing is that when we are talking about how betrayal affects us, it normally affects us because of the fact that we think something of ourselves. We have given that information to someone who is close to us, and that person that is close to us has taken that particular set of information, taken it, turned it, twisted, so that it no longer looks like it is what we initially put out there. So because of that, what ends up happening is that we say that person betrayed our confidence. So I just wanted to continue on with that discussion. There'll be more of it later on. God bless and keep you, and have a great day.